We are here today to talk about the legislation on marijuana. A mother of an epileptic 7-year-old launched a campaign for medical cannabis oil treatment after the UK government refused to give it, as it was illegal in April of 2018. Before the legislation, the Dingley family had to travel to the Netherlands to receive the cannabis-based medication, which at least 3 times a year cost them a lot of money. They made a petition which amassed over 350,000 signatures to support the family with their request to legalise medical cannabis in the UK.
On the 1st of November 2018, it was made medically legal and doctors could prescribe patients that they believe could benefit from marijuana. Marijuana is a useful drug for medical reasons. It can help with anxiety, PTSD, can relieve chronic pain and nausea. A study published in the Drug and Alcohol Dependency found that a very low dose of THC makes people with fear of public speaking less nervous. It can also reduce seizures by 39% and can help reduce cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, a small number of studies found that the drug can be helpful for cancer patients during chemotherapy.
Many people believe marijuana to be a fatal drug. However, this is not the case. According to Mercy Wellness of Cotaharty, it would take 20,000 to 40,000 times the amount of THC in a joint to die from an overdose of marijuana. As a result, there has never been an account of death due to marijuana overdose recorded. Researchers have found that the combined health risks of marijuana are much lower than that associated with alcohol and tobacco consumption. A study found marijuana dependence to be 9 to 10% in adults, whilst cocaine and heroin get 20 to 25% of their users addicted respectively. This study also found tobacco to be the most addictive substance.
On Time.com, it shows that in the USA, 28 states have allowed a legal form of marijuana, and 2/3 of the American population support the legalization of marijuana. The amount of adults in America that oppose marijuana has now fallen from 52% to 32% in the last 10 years. In Canada, medical cannabis was made legal on the 30th of July 2001.
In 2010, an independent scientific committee compared 20 different drugs of their harms and dangers to individuals and society. They discovered that alcohol was the most harmful drug, followed by heroin and cocaine.
Whereas marijuana came a whopping 8th, having 1/4 of the effect of alcohol. In conclusion, the government should take into consideration the benefits of marijuana and consider how it could aid people with various health and social issues.
Okay, good. What have you got to counter? What have you got to counter these statistics?
Yeah. So, should marijuana be legalized? So we're reading a slide each.
Okay.
So, evidence last year suggests that cannabis has been smoked as a drug for ritual purposes by the human race for at least 2,500 years. And then the strongest cannabis to have high levels of mind-altering compounds was the Jazancal cannabis that was discovered in the mountains in the west of China. The Iranians were the people who released cannabis to the world. They discovered the psychoactive effects of it and introduced marijuana to the Scythians, Thracians and Dacians. Modern history shows cannabis was banned in many countries in the beginning of the 19th century.
Oh, wait, I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, so you're doing the crime scene. Yeah.
Which slide is that?
It's this one.
Okay. Here is a list of violent crimes in the UK caused by mental health, which was influenced by marijuana. That crimes range from murder to attempted murder. and it can happen to anyone, old women. Some cats were beheaded by a crazy guy. So, yeah, and this is all close to home. This is all London and parts of the UK.
Nice. This drug is so suspicious right down to the number of names. Cannabis has various mental and physical effects which include euphoria, altered states of mind and sense of time, difficulty concentrating, impaired short-term memory and body movement. It is imported all over the world, known for its prolific use in the black market drug trade, and is used in smoking, vaporizing, or as an extract. It becomes addictive to people who use it. Some people can have hallucinations because of their addiction. NHS states that 10% of regular cannabis users become dependent on it. 30% who use cannabis suffer from withdrawal symptoms, and 9% may develop an addiction. Of daily users, about 15% experience withdrawal upon cessation of use, i.e. are dependent, characterised by sleep problems, something and craving stuff.
So these are some of the posters that have been used for propaganda for marijuana. This one here was released in 1935, and it's basically just a warning. I think it was released in Chicago, and it was basically a warning to say that a friendly stranger may hand you marijuana, and apparently it's a powerful narcotic in which lurks murder, insanity and death. And it was basically had contact details for the Interstate Narcotic Association. So that was basically an association in America where they dealt with people who were maybe unstable, maybe who were taking this stuff, and who had basically just gone mad, really, due to taking it. And then obviously this is another one, probably from about a decade before, judging by the colour. I'm not entirely sure, but it says the sweet pill that makes life bitter, not better. And that was basically also about marijuana as well. And then understand the big deal, how marijuana harms youth, which basically explains that the marijuana itself is taken by lots and lots of youths across the world, maybe mostly Europe, and sometimes in places that aren't Europe as well, like Iran or Iraq, or places where people are desperate for either a medicine or something to take their minds away from the stress.
Okay.
And then
You've got your bibliography up there.
bibliography.
Okay, good. Do you have a comeback?
Kind of.
Go for it.
You hear on the news occasionally that MS people that suffer from multiple sclerosis use cannabis oil to treat. Do you think it should be legalised as it is now, as medical use, or in general ban it completely?
As long as there are very, in my opinion, as long as there are very strict precautions, because yes, okay, it is legal in some countries, Tony, but in other words, it can also be, as we put in one of the facts, it can also be sold on the black market and used for recreational purposes, which is something that we should never ever do, I don't think. I think recreational purposes is for using cannabis is stupid. For medicinal, yes, probably, but not recreational.
Is black market use a case for or against
Well,
the legalisation of marijuana?
Yeah, I
Against,
put it
'cause it's
against
illegal.
because it's illegal, isn't it? It's black market.
What do you guys think?
Well, it could be either,
It could be
really.
either, yeah.
As in, like, if it was used as medical use, how would they entertain that?
Yeah.
They would
They'd
have to
sell it
grow
legally
it.
if it
But
was-
you can grow it legally.
Yeah, but if it
In
was,
this
if it was
country.
being sold for medical use, it would be sold in the black market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how would they provide it? How would they get it? They would have to grow it somewhere and then sell it on to the NHS or private healthcare. How would they obtain it?
I had a question for against. Your mental health crimes that were induced by marijuana, where were how did they know it was induced by marijuana? Was it in your sources or?
Yeah. It was in the sources that that said that during their trials, during some of the victims' trials, it showed that they were under the influence of marijuana. Most of them here have also got paranoid schizophrenia from their use of cannabis.
Okay.
But could it have been any other drug? What is? Does it say on the post-mortem, for example, that it's been death with cannabis?
No, because the court hears that medical records show that in their bloodstream they had traces of cannabis within their bloodstream.
Regardless, the man that beheaded a grandma, he had no motive, so...
He went on a rampage.
If they found marijuana and he said that, crazy things, and he had schizophrenia, I don't really know what.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to crouch. Hey, is that there? So college, if you're watching this, so sorry for not lying down and keeping track. Right, this is gonna be regarded as my reflective journal for my flipbook idea thing, purely because I haven't wrote anything about it and I'm probably going to forget and it'll just bore me, so hopefully I can do it in video form and it'll be good. I know college will accept it. So basically we had to create a flipbook and we learned about, persistence of vision and everything that how I perceived these images, still images but moving. And so I was racking my brain. This should have been in about a few months ago, not gonna lie. We started learning about it back in September. It was currently 10th of December, so what, 3 months late? Anyway, so I was thinking for ages. I tried drawing and everything. I can't draw, so that kind of went out the window. And I tried to even draw a stick man just walking or a ball. I couldn't, not to the standard I liked. So I was like, should I cheat? Because my brother's really good at art. I was going to get him to draw it, but he had his own stuff and he refused to because apparently he wouldn't, because I wouldn't pay him. The youth of today, huh? Anyway, so I've been racking my brain again and again using images, thinking of everything. I have multiple images of, had this idea of two people shoot at each other and stuff, but I couldn't work it to make it look natural. And then I'm racking my brain. And then last week I had a creative block where I just couldn't think of anything to do whatsoever. So I thought, I'm not going to do any work until I have an idea. And then oddly enough, I just, watching YouTube and that. And then I had a drink. Yeah, I was drinking a Monster. And then I suddenly thought, hold on, I could make this into an idea, an advertisement. So I literally, whilst drinking, looking like a right weirdo, moving it and seeing how it looked, and I thought it would be good. So I thought, let's make an advertisement. As well as I've been watching this guy on YouTube called Daniel Swift. I'm not going to try and even complete to say his last name because I'll probably butcher it. But yeah, he does advertisement style stuff. But it's honestly really good, and that kind of, because I think the other day I watched a drink, him advertisement for a drink, I can't remember what,
his style is amazing. I highly recommend him. But yeah, so I tried doing that. So I took all the pictures first time. Yeah, I did it on my desk in front of my TV. Well, when it came to editing them and cutting them out in Photoshop, it was too dark. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. So I realised, oh my god, I'm gonna have to take the photos all again and do it in the correct lighting. So I did it on my kitchen table. Kind of not the best lighting, but at least it's brighter, so I could cut them properly and make it look good. So I did that, and then I edited it. It's taken me bloody ages. I've been doing, yeah, it's taken me bloody ages. I've been like hours and hours. It's not hard. It's just using muscle memory. That was more or less the same thing. I repeatedly have about 50 images to edit, and a bit more because I had to include others. But it's basically it's doing the same stuff 50 times, but moved like into the object, moved to a different location. Because I had to use the object selection tool, and then the quick selection, like where you kind of mark over it. Which I learned actually trying out for the first flip book. I like figured out how to use and everything. Like they're shooting each other one, which actually luckily came in handy. And then the quick selection where you have to mark over it. My big challenge, however, was trying, because I wanted to be perfect, so the lines are all straight. But it's a bit hard because it's a bit fiddly. But then I keep on coming to this realisation after each photo that, well, it doesn't need to be perfect. It's like a second, you know, it will only be on screen for a second, and it will go so quick that people wouldn't even realise, really. And it still looks good, like from angle. I zoom in and you can see like the edges like sticking out and everything. Like, so I have to teach myself that it doesn't need to be perfect. But yeah, hopefully I'll learn. Yeah, right now I'm like halfway through it. No, actually, I'm about 2/3 of the way through it, and I've got to the point where I'm holding the drinks can. I'm like about to drink in the shop, and you know, and it's so much easier because when I was only doing the can in the hand, I had to mark out the can, but it wouldn't be perfect. When my whole body's in shot, for some reason, it nearly does it perfect, just a few bits, so it's so much quicker and easier, and that's my final stuff. I'm probably going to include a few more because it's right now on just a plain blue background and stuff, but I'm not sure what yet. Yeah, I'll include what it looked like previously, and then what it looked like after, like the image individually. Yeah, so college, if you're watching this little thing, I'm pretty sure I said everything that it needed to be said and that I was right, but just in voice, because yes, I'm gonna forget if I write it down, and yeah, this is gonna be straight in my head, like, yeah. So sorry for not keeping track. I'm looking for most of my stuff, just not this for some reason, probably because I couldn't think of anything. But yeah, anyway, thanks and goodbye. Right, so I finally finished everything. It was about 50 photos, but I had to edit 60 years, and if you can't tell by my face, I am just so relieved, and I'm just so happy. Now I can actually work on my own stuff. I enjoyed it and I think it looks good. It's literally 15 seconds. It took me hours and hours and days, probably like a day's worth of work for 15 seconds. So I hope it looks good, because I think it does. And yeah, but it was probably the most frustrating thing I've ever done. Like, it wasn't hard at all. It just constantly going over doing the same stuff to the point where I didn't even need to think about doing it. And then for some reason, when I was like putting it all into the timeline, because it's like set as a GIF kind of thing, while I was doing that, it just moved a lot of the images like to the side, so I had to literally go through each layer, about 60 odd, and readjust the images. And then once I finally did that, which was annoying, when I finally did that, I had trouble knowing how to export it because I wasn't doing it right, so I had to watch the quick tutorial on how to, and yeah, I'm just happy it's done now. Jeez, I'm actually really excited about this. I've been wanting one for the longest time, and when I found it, pink matte. Oh, it feels so nice. Yeah, this is hard. I'm sorry, do what you want, but yes, I've been wanting one for the longest. I'm happy about this. Honestly, I love what I ordered lately, but yeah. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video and to channel Grizzly Media. Today, unboxing. First one on the channel. Go from Amazon. I think it's what I think it is. Something to media. I'm not saying. Not sure if it's gonna work, but let's hope so. Okay then, I'll try not and cut myself. I'll be honest. I'm definitely giving it one. Okay, that's the name for it. Now it's HD video capture card with audio, so it should be able to record gaming videos with it. I hope it works. Let's open the box. See what the. How do you open the box? What? How do you open it? Am I just stupid or what? Because oh, so I was figuring that out. Done. Oh, I do like the way it's set up. Oh, it's got a little like compartment bit. Oh, wait, so what? Did it come with wires? Did I not need to buy it? Yeah, it comes with wires. Oh, okay. No harm in having this bag there. Ow. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, so that's it. It looks sweet. Hopefully it works. If not, I'm an idiot. No. Don't mind me just drinking from my pink water bottle. Cheers. It's now time to get on with actually testing this out. I'll be honest, I've already tested it out off camera because like a few days ago when I first unboxed it, but just to see if it works, and I didn't record it, don't know why. Doing it now. The TV HDMI lead goes into the output one, I believe. Right? I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Now this goes in this wire, very long, I know. Then the Xbox wire, I believe, goes into the input, and then you have a little HDMI wire. It goes into the USB. See, the USB into the laptop. And now for this, you'd have to install OBS. That's what I did, and make sure you do the right settings. I'm not too sure on what ones because I haven't actually full on tried it yet. Oh, what was an update? Find this out. An update. Right, we've been trying for so long to sort this out. Finally, you can see my face, yeah, and my trusty assistant behind me. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, where's your headphones?
need to get them right.
Alright, so we need his headphones to see if it works because I need a mic. So fingers crossed it does. And we can actually start doing stuff. Headphones. Oh, they're really nice. Where's your mic?
Mike?
Where's the mic? Oh, it's down here. I couldn't find the mic. Start recording. There, right. Hello guys. Now, this should work. Right, let's say, I don't know, let's load up this for a sec. Oof. Right, all working. Right, we're gonna have a brief, we're gonna have a brief check. See if this will work. Hopefully it does. I don't know. Let's load up this for a sec. Oof. It's working! Right, all working. Right, we can have a Right, guys, there are bigger more gaming videos on the channel. If you can't tell, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
Nice, thanks to my brother. I was able to fix all that out and... right. Okay, so that's probably going to be it for the video. I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need. Now, right, got anything to say?
Nothing to subscribe.
Is that...
Turn on the notifications.
You heard him, guys. Yeah. Finally here. Look at the view. Jeez. Go on then, have a shot. Go on, let's see your skills. Right, so we're not sure what game we're gonna play. Basketball related game. So do we play horse or something? Where you we take turns shooting and who has the most shots wins. Let's just do that.
The loser, should the loser get?
Loser?
Eat dog food.
No, because I'm not gonna eat dog food.
Oh yeah, we're actually doing it. Oh.
Oh yeah, okay, if you say challenge,
Okay.
I think. Because now you said it, you have to.
No, I don't know.
What?
I don't know where.
Your name, cuz?
My name's Jamie, and I think I'm gonna win this.
Yeah.
Those guys don't stand the chance.
Right. What's up? Big Lad Ad here. And I'm gonna swoosh. Is that good?
We're going bigger and bigger one for score, yeah?
Okay, sure. I'll let you go closer though, because you're smaller. Well, okay, one shot. Take 5 shots.
Huh?
5 shots you get.
Let's go.
Wait, is that one?
Let's go.
2. That's another one you got.
Oh.
2 out of 3. No, 4. 5. Alright, 2 out of 5. You both got one more shot. Like 10. go, go, make it count.
This is how you- I'm gonna go Super Saiyan.
Yeah? Super Saiyan? Yeah? Jeez. Super Saiyan, yeah? You've got 3 more. I just missed that. Go on.
Sight.
No, nearly. Right, jump. Mine's are cold.
But mine are too.
Right. Just pop it.
Oh. Hands.
I know, nearly done it. But I just need a shot and then I'll win. No! Oh, I thought I was going in. Right, so that was it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry it was short, just... I could literally get from my hands. They're red right now. And it was horrible. Huh? Okay. And then a message from our sponsor.
Like and subscribe and post on notifications.
Yeah? Anything you want to say for the video? Is that how you're ending it? Like, you disappear and it goes... Alright, well, see ya. Catch you in the next one. Peace.